Hey friends, so it's time to have some beef stew. I have the cameras on in the kitchen. I'm making this tonight, so I figured you all can get a view of this beef stew and to learn how to make it. I do have the full recipe on my website at plussizeinchicago.com. So first of all, we're going to start off with actual beef stew meat. So in the grocery stores, this will be chuck roast that's been diced up, and you don't have to do all the extra cutting. But if you don't have any beef stew meat, you can just buy some chuck roast and dice it up. You're going to put all of these seasonings that you saw on here, which is some W sauce, as well as some garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, sea salt, black pepper, and also some flour. So you're just going to mix all of those seasonings together, and then you're going to sear that in a Dutch oven pot with some olive oil. You're going to sear it until it turns brown. Now, because of the amount of meat, it's about 3 pounds of beef stew meat that I have here. I'm going to do this in batches. So I'm going to brown the first batch, then I'm going to put it in a bowl, and then I'm going to brown the second batch. Now, once the second batch is completed, I'm going to add all of that meat into the bowl, and I'm going to set that to the side. So the next steps you're going to do is get some more olive oil. You're going to add that to your pot, and you're going to add in some minced garlic. So I'm adding about 4 tablespoons of minced garlic. I also have diced up some onions. Now, everyone who follows my channel knows that the hubby does not like onions, but because the stew is cooking for a while, I know he's not going to taste the texture of the onions. So I have about a 4th cup, about a 4th cup of chopped onion. Also have some celery. This is about 2 stalks of celery that I've diced up, and I'm adding it to this pot. So this is going to simmer for approximately 4 to 5 minutes. Now the next seasoning combination I have here is some rosemary, some thyme, and some oregano. Now if you have the fresh rosemary or thyme, you can use that. Or if you have bay leaves, you can use that too. So on my website, I'll have the either or option that you can add to your beef stew. So I'm also adding in some beef base. That's basically beef bouillon. And then I'm going to mix all it together with some tomato paste. Now, the next thing that I'm going to be doing, because I have that beef bouillon, I don't need to necessarily add any beef stock because I'm going to add water later so that it becomes a stock. So after this is mixed together, I'm going to be adding some red wine. Now, thankfully, the hubby had got this as a little Christmas gift from a co-worker, because I did not want to have to go to the store to buy some red wine because we're not wine drinkers in the house, but I would use it for cooking. So I have this little small bottle of Sutter Home red wine, and I'm just adding it to this pot. At first I thought I just need like 3/4, but I only had like a little bit left. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to add the whole cup of red wine. So after this is when I'm going to be adding in 4 cups of water, and then from there mix it all together and add the beef stew meat that I had earlier. So I'm just adding that back into the pot, and this all is going to be simmering for 2 hours. So I'm going to add this onto the lowest setting of my stove. It's going to simmer, so not even a medium heat. You want to have it on a low heat and just let this simmer for 2 hours. And of course, while you're simmering it, you want to make sure that you add the top onto your pot. Now, while all of this is going to be simmering and cooking, I am dicing some carrots. I'm also dicing some potatoes. I'm using yellow potatoes, but you can use red potatoes if you like, or even russet potatoes, like the regular brown potatoes. That's fine too. So yeah, while this is simmering, the best thing to do is just get your veggies together. So I'm adding in the yellow potatoes, and then I'm adding in the carrots. I'm not like a huge carrot fan, but for the stew, I added just like 1 large carrot. Next thing that you're going to do is cover this up and let it simmer for approximately 30 minutes. And once it finished simmering, you're going to add in your mixed vegetables. And I'm using this frozen mixed vegetable brand from Bird's Eye. So I'm pouring this in there and I'm gonna let this simmer for another 10 minutes. Now meanwhile, while all that's been happening, I've been cooking some other things in the background. So I've made some cornbread. I use Jiffy Mix. I don't make it from scratch unless I'm making some dressing. And besides the cornbread, I've also made some chocolate chip cookies from the Pillsbury Dough brand. I love their chocolate chip cookies, so I baked some of those too. So I have a side to go with my beef stew as well as some dessert. So yeah, folks, this is what I have done in the kitchen, making this beef stew. And again, I have my side of the cornbread as well as the chocolate chip cookies. I do have this recipe on my website at plussizeinchicago.com. Just search for beef stew and it'll populate. I hope you all liked what I cooked in the kitchen today, and I'll see you guys next time. So friends, if you're watching this on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, shout out to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, or maybe you're following me on one of those social media platforms. Thank you so much for coming back and cooking with me again. If you are new here, my name is Angela, and this is my account Plus Size in Chicago, where I make a lot of easy to cook comfort food meals. You'll also see me reviewing different restaurants in the greater Chicagoland area, or maybe showing you some places I ate while on vacation. Be sure to subscribe or follow me. Also leave a comment and share this video with your friends and family. I'll see you guys next time.